For this page, we're going to focus on looking at the design brief. The assessment for this says, produce a comprehensive design brief which clearly justifies how they have considered their users' clients' needs and wants. And this links directly to the context selected. So the context is the project you've chosen to do. So in this one, I'm looking at outdoor living. And if you're not clear on what the user's needs and wants are, and you don't understand what that means, there's a video I previously made called User Client, which covers what you might consider a need or a want and the differences between the user's needs and wants. So you might want to watch that before this video. So for this one, if you follow the task below, so for this one it's called design brief. You need to create a design brief based on the research you've done. That's really important. You've got to link this to the research you've done. If you find out you need to do additional research later, that's not a problem, but this document needs to link back to the previous 4 or 5 pages that you've completed. You need to focus on the problem and the opportunities you've researched. Your task is to say what you will design and make, so you've got to be clear that you are designing and making a product, and explain how it would cater for the needs and wants of your client. So you need to clearly state what you are going to design and make, explain how you will cater for their needs and wants, explain how your design will improve the user's experience, and again, make it clear, make sure this links to your context. So for my example for this, I've used one from the context from last year. So I'm going to design and make a chair as part of the outdoor living context. This product will accommodate 2 or more seating positions. It will also have a power supply using solar panels to run USB devices when outside. For example, charging a phone, speaker, or running a light. So in that paragraph, those elements I've referenced must have some research done previously. So you must have looked at USB chargers. You must have looked at potential products that that people would like outside or want outside. A chair has different positions, so a chair that can be adjusted or moved in some way so people can sit up or lie down. So the research that you've done must include examples of products that have different seating positions. And that's going to inform your decision going forward. When you've stated what you're going to design and make, you then need to clearly justify why you're doing this and explain what the needs are for the user. And then there you've got some sentence starters you might use or think about when you're formulating your own justification. So you can use them going forward. Again, when you're doing this, if you look at the CGP booklet to help you set out what you're going to do, in there they've got a section on design brief and specifications. The next video I'll show will be on specifications, which is the next task. So that's on page 98 and 99. And to finish off with a checklist. So have you clearly explained what you're going to make? Does the product you are going to design and make reflect the research and context you have carried out? Have you discussed the user's needs and wants? Really important. And when you're going through the design process, you need to reflect on the needs and wants. So when you're doing your annotation for your designs, you need to include what you've done and why you've done it, taking into account the needs and wants of the user. Have you explained how the user's needs and wants will influence your decision? Again, in the design brief, what's the difference and how has that informed your decisions going forward?